On today's show, Barb and I are going to make apple spice pork chops. They're going to be very delicious. We're going to saute them up with some onions, and also we're going to have spinach with onions, garlic, and some white wine. So this is going to be delicious. I have a secret spice ingredient I'll show you in a little bit. So let's get started. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Diabetic Diet Show. Hey Barb, what's the question of the day?
Do you like butter? If you like butter, give me a thumbs up.
Let's start with the spinach. It is frozen, so I'm going to just cut the bag and put it in a microwave safe bowl. And then I'm going to throw it in the microwave. My microwave is 800 watts, so I'm going to do about 5 minutes. Going through the ingredients, I have things measured out. We're going to use a nutmeg for a spice, and we're also using cinnamon. Also, a couple of large apples, and these large apples we have to put them in quarters, so we'll do that. Also, I'm going to have some brown sugar. Of course, you can leave brown sugar out if you want. I don't think it's enough to hurt me, and my medicine is working well, so I'm not going to worry about that. Also, I'm going to be using some butter. And I've measured out some chicken broth. Now you don't have to remember the measurements for this because they're all right down there where it says the Diabetic Diet Show. Please subscribe. And you will see the more button and you'll see all the ingredients listed out. We have some salt and pepper that we need to put on our pork chops. And we need to start our frying pan getting warmed up, so start my fire on high. Today I'm going to use a canola oil, a little splash of that. Give that a chance to get warmed up before I go to the next step. Now let's see what else we need to do here. Let's think about the apples in a little bit later because the apples will brown up, so let's leave those. But I do have to cut up the garlic for the spinach, so I'll get started on that. My pan is hot, so let's go to the next step and get these pork chops in here. Now we're going to be browning these up for about 3 to 5 minutes roughly. I'm going to kind of mop them in the oil. What I'm going to be looking for is for the bottoms to get brown. Pulling out the spinach, it's time to turn these over. Almost forgot salt and pepper. On the second side, we're starting to brown up. You know, when they get quiet, that's how you know it's time to turn them over. Kind of with meat, how you know when it's cooked, it starts to get quiet. And how much do we need for pork, Barb? You're at 150 already. She's trying to check the paper, hoping it's saying on the paper.
It doesn't say.
Barb, you're never gonna graduate from this class if you don't remember stuff. Pork. Let's start out with beef. That's the lowest. What do we cook beef to?
Inside.
Till the smoke detector beeps. Oh, that was the old me, sorry. Beef 150.
150.
Okay. Chicken.
160.
Yeah, 160, 165. Pork.
And some meat.
Very good. Check them real fast. Make sure you're 170. We are over 170. Grab a pan. I haven't heated them yet. Some tongs. I'm just going to leave my fire on. Now, these are going to go on the warmer to keep them warm until I'm ready to bring them back to the pan. Very good. Now, onions. Good couple of handfuls. Onions get salt. And pepper. Might as well put some salt and pepper on my spinach while I'm thinking of it. Let's throw some butter in here. You want them to just brown up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to move the apples off to the side here a little bit, get them out of the way. Brown sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg, and chicken broth. Stir it in. Cook it for a couple minutes till it comes up to a boil. Next, I'll take them out of there and get them back on the warmer while I finish the last step, which is the spinach. You hear the apples over there keeping warm, sizzling. Okay, let's turn the fire off just for a minute. Whole pan here. When you have a big bowl like that, it's easy to pour. Okay, oil. How about if we go with grapeseed oil for the spinach? Fire back on again. At least that way the pan stays hot. Butter. Onions. Salt. Pepper. Carefully. Only a minute or so, just till they get clear, because the pan is hot. It's nice, you keep your pan hot, you don't have to wait for things to warm up. Next is garlic. Okay, now I have a bed of onions and garlic. I can put the spinach on, and that'll kind of start to cool it off just a little bit. At least change the temperature of it. Now the white wine, that's just about a splash. If you don't have white wine, you can use vinegar. Red wine. It's all the same. The white wine just tastes best, I think. This is done. Let's turn off the fire. Grab a plate. Get us a nice scoop of the spinach. Pork chop. Hot. And big scoop. These apples, it's still boiling. Wow, that looks great. And then I'm just going to grab some of the liquid over the top of the pork chop. I got some onions with that. Wow, that smells great. Hey, if you like these kind of recipes and you'd like to see some more, here's a couple more just like it.